3v3 here, and we're all just gonna chill with you. It's gonna be me, Lionblaze, and Johnny for this grand finals as we get kickoff set up. Ghost Gaming have been excelling in this, but this is XS time to perform yet another upset. We'll see how things do as we get this one going.
They started strong in both the threes games that we've seen on the stream, but it did fall apart earlier than they would have liked. And for me, it all comes down to defensive touches. But I think the fact that they're here, they're kind of playing with house money now. They're probably further in the tournament than they expected to be. And roll is when you get further into the tournament, and, everything else is just a bigger win from that moment. It feels great, or it has to feel really good, especially for a brand new team like XSET.
Yeah, and especially when you're, like you said, you're not expecting to be here. And then on top of that, when you get here, you're playing a team you're not expecting to play, who also probably wasn't expecting to be here. But, I mean, they're confident, and that's all you want to see from these players. It's great to see someone like Evo on his first show out in front of thousands of people. There's like no nerves from this kid, and that is such a high hope for him, especially next season when he actually performs in regionals.
That's right. Evo's looked very comfortable, I'd say, over the course of all of this. I mean, even now as he carries the ball upfield, does that solo play, tries to open up space here between Ghost Gaming. Shock a little awkward there on the defense, struggling to find the touch, and it's a good clear out from Lionblaze to be able to buy some space. So far, first minute's gone by, though. It's been Ghost normally with most offensive pressure here. They're sitting at 5 shots versus the one that we saw technically from Evo off the carry. As Ghost has kind of been dictating the pace early on, but you can kind of see a little bit of battle here in the midfield as J-Pow comes in with some space here. Tries to go for a light touch. Shock sends it off. Evo puts on pressure. Rapid with the follow-up here, but it's not going to be able to make a play. Lionblaze will put this into the corner for now, but look, the passing continues for XSET. Hoxer with a goal line save.
I love that vision there from Evo. The infield pass towards his teammate waiting in the middle. Didn't result in a goal, but that's the kind of play that we want to see from Evo, the team plays. We all know that he's got the ability to play his defensive role and to make those solo plays, but to quickly pick up on the positional aspects of the game and the passing, it shows that there's more to this guy than just a bag of mechanics and tricks. He's a team player. So now he synergizes receiving the pass, but the first touch goes off the backboard on the wrong side.
That's interesting to point out, is that most rookies, they definitely just start out, especially the young guns, they definitely start out as just a bag of mechanics, as you just said. And more often than not, you need a coach that tells them where to be. They start to learn. It takes some time for these young players to learn where to be positionally, and that's something that I credit Daniel for so much. He just stepped in and he knew exactly where to be. He learned super quick, and it's a testament to the teammates he had around him and Chrome. And I think Rapid is somebody who's extremely knowledgeable on the game as well and can help Evo learn and evolve as he continues playing.
So far, XSET's been doing a good job of just kind of battling back here against Ghost this series. It was a little dangerous there. You saw Lionblaze stuck into the net alone, but no one really had that rotation from XSET to come in and put a testing shot on. Lionblaze has been very active this tournament, but very quiet this game. 0 shots from him, only a couple of saves coming out, versus Hoxer and Shock with 7 combined. So Lionblaze yet to get on the board here scoring-wise, but has been very active, getting the demos, definitely getting a lot of touches in front of the ball. As we are approaching that final minute, this one's been close, still tied up 0-0.
A very defensive formation and very defensive back line by Ghost as they show a lot of respect to the pace of XSET in the midfield. That was a big chance there for Rapid. His shot was off the bar. Now he's accidentally bumped his teammate on the way back in. And we're going to have a quick pause here, called by Ghost. Hopefully we can resolve their connection issues shortly. But with less than a minute to go. Okay.
But I don't know about the 3v3 game mode. Ghost says they have a set roster, and I don't think Mektos gets any practice time. So I'm not sure how. I mean, but you also have those times where the sub comes in and he's just super comfortable. The team plays for the sub.
Oh, what? Rapid! Woo! I'm pretty sure that was a goal Rapid just saved his own teammate shot.
Oh man, that was a little scary. That was a little scary. Evo's chasing Mektos now. Now Evo's jumping for this touch. Does land it for Rapid, and Rapid's gonna score, putting XSET on the board.
That's tough. That's tough. Mektos left alone at the back here. He saw Evo up, had to pre-jump him, but unfortunately for Mektos, he covered the shot. He didn't cover the near post pass. Great assist from Evo.
It didn't take long at all, Johnny. Our predictions are in shambles.
What were we thinking? You know, after the fraudness accusations and fraudy boy accusations, why did we make the same prediction? We should have known better.
No, actually, we should have actually predicted both teams, or one of us predicted each team, so that at least somebody could be right.
Listen, why'd you think I saw y'all both make the same pressure? Wait, hold on. I can't follow these frauds.
Oh, we're gonna find out about your bracket this weekend.
Hey, don't worry about me. Worry about the prediction right now.
Oh.
XSET's gonna get one more. It's Evo making it 2.
Look at the ice as well. Evo just chips it over Mektos. He knew that no recovery is coming through. This guy's confident. I mean, that tells us a lot. He could have shot that anywhere. He decided to just poke it off the post to the right-hand side. No chance of a comeback with just 1 second left. And Ghosts are in big trouble here.
You might as well tell Mektos to get back on the bench. Hopefully, Oxer comes back. It just seemed like Mektos just woke up and they were like, "Yep, Mek, come and play for a minute." And Mek's like, "Bro, I had no warm-up time. I don't know what you expect from me, man."
Just play for a minute, just a minute, man. Literally, just a minute. It'll be over quick. Oh gosh.
So that even if they go to the win in twos, Ghost could win twos. Lionblaze, Shock are solid. And then we could probably see Lionblaze winning ones. That's going to be a beast of a matchup, Lionblaze Evo, if we get it. You know, Ghost could be 2-1 up, and then we've suddenly got the crazy scenario where XSET could be picking threes. And that's something I didn't think I was going to see coming into the series. But they look great for that final minute. They were all over them.
You know what would be super spicy? If by the time we get back to threes and XSET pick threes and Hoxer comes back.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen here.
What Hoxer comes back and then hard carries that
right.
Huge brains. If they pull that one out, that would be insane. But it's 2's up next. It's got to be Lionblaze Shock, surely. Yeah. And it's got to be Evo Rapid after they took down SSG, I would imagine. But who takes that? That's a really tough one to predict. It's I think an even match, at least on paper.
I agree with you. I think it's extremely even. I'm just for the prediction, I'm gonna take my boy Lion and Shock. You know, those are my guys. I'm gonna take Ghost here.
All right, I better go XSET then, because we know what happens when we align.
Oh goodness gracious. Let's see. Already some passes. 1-2. You saw Lionblaze try to slide. It's a good save from Evo, but Shock's getting some bumps there on the side. Twos is such a different beast. Look at Lionblaze trying to get the flicks in. This is just such a push and pull environment. I mean, you definitely got to keep eyes on those boost totals for both players coming in, because then that can make or break how some teams approach the ball. Ooh! Okay.
That was clean. Perfect contact from Lionblaze. Those kind of, I guess any kind of flick could be insane in the Dominus hitbox. And Lionblaze. Oh, what a bump actually. Evo taking 2 great touches in the play there. One on Shock, one on the ball. That looked like a guaranteed goal.
I'm sitting here watching Lionblaze's POV. He makes a ridiculous fake on Evo and then gets another low 50 on Rapid. And it looked like he wasn't even going to get back to the ball. Lionblaze is a dog. I have nothing else to say, but like this man, he just look so composed. It doesn't even matter. He's saving that every time.
Chance here. Rapid has Evo. Evo's up early for that. Tried to put a fast shot on, but Lionblaze had enough time to get there. But we're seeing Shock and Rapid just take their time on the back wall. Rapid doesn't want to give it to Shock easily. Shock trying to play the 50s out. Again, buy Lionblaze some time. There's so much thought process going into this. There's a quick play happens though, and Rapid will be able to get the first goal.
I knew it was Roldy's fault that our prediction went into the bin immediately. Look, as soon as I turn on him, it's him who's on the trail to defeat. So Yeah, this is looking good for me, and so I'm gonna jump ship here immediately. Oh, okay. I thought that was maybe just gonna be a direct kickoff goal,
you were
but
about to jump
Fine.
back in the middle. Johnny, there's 3 minutes left. You know better than, or you know just as much as I do that too. You can get a lot of goals in 3 minutes.
It's true. It's true.
See it. Ooh, Lionblaze chasing Evo. Shock is playing close, but not too close. Evo does it, knocked it off to the side. Now Shock's chance. What's he gonna give us? Oh, he's going all the way, but Rapid with the denial there. Things are starting to be in Ghost's favor. Flip reset. Oh no, that's knocked away quickly. Not seeing too many pass plays coming out from Ghost here. Just one player tries to bring the ball up, looking for a demo. Then try to set up the other to do kind of something the same.
Oh, Evo! What?
Wait, wow. Oh my God, he missed the
Whoa!
boost! He
Yeah,
still got it!
he reversed, he missed it, then he reversed back to get it, missed it again. Then he somehow still recovered to save the shot. That was almost the worst play of the day there from Evo, but he's saved himself briefly. Not going to save this with a Lionblaze. Launches it over the top of him from midfield. Bit of a disconnect from Rapid and Evo there on that play. They're nowhere near each other. Well executed shot from Lionblaze.
I feel like he had no boost there. Just off the trying to recover of the little twerking incident he just had on that corner boost. but Lionblaze making him pay for the boost management that he struggled with for that little moment. But Johnny, do not flip-flop now. It's a tie ball game.
Oh gosh.
I mean, if Ghosts need those kind of misplays to get a goal, it's still fine for XSET. I think they're going to be okay here. They just got to play their game. Evo's got to calm down. That's a really good job there in the back corner to dodge that demo. He's looking a bit jumpy, worried about the Lionblaze challenge. Lionblaze saving a ton of boost in that play. He is definitely looking scary, LB here. But, you know, I don't think we talked enough about Rapid today. He's putting in work in this tournament. You know, Evo is obviously the big talking point as he's just now become eligible for competitive. But what a comeback to top tier this is for Rapid.
This has definitely been really solid for Rapid too, right? Like I think a lot of people have like kind of taken him off their radar, so to speak, after XS's missed performances. But Rapid's no slouch, and you've seen him prove that in all over the course of this tournament as well. I mean, the only thing I would have negative to say about Rapid is his car designs. I think they're horrible. You know, that's one thing to be said. Like he was really feeling some of his car choices. I remember he loaded up in the SSG match, and Arsenal and Red Bulls were like, "Bro, what are you doing? What is that?" He's like, "It's the new meta, the speedy." I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's working out for him though.
New meta. Maybe he's just trying to distract the competition with how ugly the car is. I know I used to do that in RLRS. But
I thought you
would
just used the
consider
Stocktain back in the day.
No, back in the day, I used the banana car. You know what the banana car is?
No way.
The 20XX with the like green and orange kind of blend to it. That thing was.
Bring
sick.
it back. It's time to bring it back.
I don't remember the colors, Johnny.
Somebody go dig it out. Probably if you ask Joyo, I bet he'll remember. He remembers every decal, every player's car design that's ever happened.
Oh gosh, sounds like the Austin EU.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this could be big.
Uh-oh, he's going for a bump.
Oh, it's went for the bump.
Oh!
That was so close. I actually thought he had it. That was a really good touch out from Evo.
Yeah, what a save. That looked like a done deal. Shock was on point with the setup, but Evo keeps it out. I mean, he's the guy you'd want to be on the goal line to defend an air dribble bump. Evo plays for the back corner boost. Rapid just went for the kill. What on earth is this from XSET? No synergy at all. You can't go for a dead ball kickoff and a back corner boost at the same time. Ghost, pick it up. And, you know, that is really just terrible kickoff strategy from XSET. Not even lasting 5 seconds in overtime.
Great way to capitalize, man. I just off the kickoff, it even looked like Lionblaze was about to take over again, but Shock is just like, yo, I got it. With all the boosts. And Evo didn't know who was touching that ball, obviously. Great game.
This is now interesting, though, because we got a tie. So with 1v1 up next, do both teams send out their star 1v1 player? Lionblaze and Evo, the clear, well, you'd think the clear best players, but actually Rapid performed brilliantly versus Daniel earlier on today as well. So there's actually an opportunity here for XSET to do the same trick. Send out Rapid to 1v1, well, I'm assuming Lionblaze for Ghost. and then they've still got Evo to pick a free 1v1 win later on, like they did against SSG. No, a free 1v1 win is obviously an exaggeration.
Oh.
He had to work for it, but never mind. They're not going to do it this time. We're seeing the marquee matchup right now. No mind games. It's Evo versus Lionblaze, 2 of the top 5 in NA, clashing in the grand final.
Oh, this is going to be spicy. Lionblaze versus Evo 1v1. We've seen them both step up. And now we get to see them clash head to head here on DFH Stadium. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'm excited. This is all we wanted to see. The final top 2 ones players left in the bracket.
Ooh.
The young gun Evo versus a long-awaited Lionblaze. I think he still doesn't get acknowledged that much, but he deserves it. This kid is disgusting, but Evo scoring already.
Evo, he was in his flow state versus Rettles. He was reading absolutely everything that Rettles did. Rettles tries to bump Evo. Yep, Evo sees it coming. He tries to shoot. Evo sees it coming. He tries to mind game. Yep, Evo's just going for the ball. So if he can bring that same level to this matchup, I think he'll have a slight edge. And I believe the last time the two versed each other, Evo came out on top as well. So that would be the, on paper pick to win this. But Lionblaze has a win on AJ today. So who knows? This is definitely the closest and I think the toughest to pick 1v1 of the day, at least on paper.
Right, because the way Lionblaze has looked, like you said, the 1v1 against AJ, that was really solid for him. Lionblaze has been a big factor here, like in terms of like keeping an eyes on that component for Ghost Gaming. I mean, individually, like you said, we've all said he's had a good day today. But for Evo, it's kind of been, this is like his moment, so to speak, where everybody's finally gotten to see him play. What's he look like against some of the top dogs is.
Oh,
I saw that. He tried to wrap around there a little bit.
Yeah. Try to do something a little spicy. Show out the mechanics a little bit, young gun, but what a terrible touch on the other end, and Lionblaze capitalizes.
Yeah, but Lionblaze actually made that quite awkward for Evo. He would have preferred if Lionblaze just slammed that first shot at him, so then he would have had a bit of pace to work with to just deflect the ball to safety. But with Lionblaze just chipping it slowly on target, Evo needed to generate all the power himself and didn't pull it off that time. He's going for the same flick again. He really wants that, but he's 0 for 2, and he wasn't close, so I'm surprised to see him go for it again, given the fact that both times, well, the first time as well, he didn't set it up well. It wasn't, so the ball's not sitting high enough for it to work.
I'm sweating.
You're not playing.
I know. But it's so close. My brain is like computing all these different things. Like as soon as John just started talking, he was talking about the generating power. I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that. So now I'm like over here trying to like listen. I'm like, oh man, what's the micro here? I'm looking at the macro. What's the micro?
Yeah, everything's a mind game here. Evo even now, he's setting up an air dribble, and Lionblaze has to figure out what kind of air dribble is it. Is it an air dribble? Is it an air dribble bump? Is it an air dribble dunk? Is it an air dribble mind game? Is it an air dribble flip reset? There's so many different types of play that Evo can make in that position. Evo trying to pick up the boost on spawn there. He didn't get it. He was just about half a second off. Yes, everything's a mind game in ones. From the kickoff to the goal and everything in between.
Let's see the mic. Okay, he just goes for a straight flick there. Forcing Lion out. Now Lion, let's think about it. He's got 25 boost here on the side. Got a bump there, but again, he's low. Flicks it away. Yeah, doesn't dodge that out. That's a good pinch. I don't think Lionblaze can catch up and put this as a shot. But Evo taking
he
a wide
demo. Oh, sneaky by Lionblaze there, coming in from the other side of the pitch. But Evo's awareness is spectacular. Always checking to see where Lionblaze is.
On the hood. Got to play it low. Yeah, tried to play it low. It didn't work out. Evo's going to send it all the way downfield the other way. It was a good idea from Lionblaze, but the execution just wasn't there.
Offensively and defensively, Evo is in the head of Lionblaze currently. Lion can't seem to find a way around Evo, and his defense is spectacular. Even in the midfield, he's not giving Lion as much space as you would think. And even when he does give Lion space, he's still able to make the save 9 times out of 10. Good work from Evo.
Yeah, Evo's reading the mind games. That, low 50-50 needs to surprise the opponent in order for it to come out as a big win. And both times that Lionblaze has tried it, it hasn't worked. So Has Lionblaze clocked out of that fact? Has he got another strategy to go to? I mean, I would expect it to be the big flicks. He's incredibly famous for them, historically. But Evo has got some of the best goal line defense in North America. And that's a much better clear that time. Lionblaze trying to chip away at him like he did for his first goal. So both players actually nudge each other off the boost.
It's getting a little tougher. Almost tried to throw a shot on. Saw he had a little bit of a chance there on that, but couldn't get there. So now he's got to kind of start over. Evo, a little aggressive here. He's in a 23 boost. He's lying with this carry. Evo did pick up that mid. And just knock this away. Still playing the ball close. That's a really good beat. All he has to do is catch it, and he's looking for Lionblaze. Lionblaze still hasn't gotten back yet. Will get back in time. Is Evo still going to score this? Lionblaze, really tough spot here. Shot from Evo will go in. He picked Lionblaze apart there.
And it looked like he was about to struggle off the counter attack. He kind of messed up his recovery and it delayed it, but he was still able to get the boost, and Lion couldn't recover well enough, and Evo still able to punish, making it 4-1 and a tough comeback for Lionblaze.
Yeah, I love the patience there from Evo as well. He's showing his experience. He's showing his mental fortitude. So with a 2-goal lead, it would have been very easy to just try and snatch at the briefly open net there, miss it, hit the post, and then concede on the counter attack. He's played the safe route, got the grind goal out of the way. Lionblaze has a bit of time here, slots it past Evo, who's trying to jump off the post to get the save.
Oh yeah, he was so awkward right there. Lionblaze has a lot of room, and he also had no boost as well. So he was just in no man's land. It was really free for Lion. It's a good placement there on the shot though. 45 seconds. There's time. The Lionblaze definitely gonna have to start to kind of force the issue here. Whereas Evo can play keep away as he's doing it right now with the boost. And he's going for a demo for Lionblaze. Hold on. He's saying you are not having fun.
Saw Lionblaze off the line for a split second there. Went for the immediate shot. Lionblaze couldn't stay safe afterwards. He had the possession, had the boost. Then he didn't have a card to play with. Evo takes him out of the game, and he's going to take the win just by letting the clock do it for him here. Gets another goal. He, just knew that all that he needed to do here was force a bad save, but the goal is even better with the flip reset.
And that is disgusting by Evo, but something that I have to give Evo so much praise for is in the previous matchup for Lionblaze versus AJ, Lion seemed to dictate the pace of the game, and clearly Evo has taken so much of the boost around the map, and it is what has made him have this much pace on Lionblaze. As Lionblaze gets a counter goal, but he has 6 seconds to work with.
He delayed the kickoff. He's still going for this. I mean, he went for the kickoff goal here with the delayed approach. He needs another kickoff goal though, or else, and then a 0-second place. This is so difficult. It's possible, but we're talking about such low percentages here. Lionblaze chips it on target. Evo faked him. Interesting strategy there from Evo, just banking on the fact that he thinks he can save any shot there. But if Lionblaze had just slowed down there, chipped the ball, or got the ball on top of his car, it is possible to flick the ball on target in that kind of time frame that he's working with. So bold there at the end by Evo, but he makes it work.
Yeah, now the pressure's on Ghost here as they're on match point. They get to pick which mode we go to next. Now keep in mind Hoxer is back for Ghost, so it's all to the end. They're going back with the threes.
They're going to threes. Interesting. So they really do believe that they've got the better 3v3, even though they lost the last one with Hoxer disconnecting and Mekto's the substitute coming in the final minute, and yeah, Ghost just couldn't get it together. I don't think it was like all on Mekto. I think it was like just a team. They weren't gelling. They didn't have the practice. But with 3v3 being confirmed as a matchup for Game 4, Ghost, they have to win. They should win. I think they didn't really bring it to XSET earlier on. They better be doing that now. But then what do XSET pick for Game 5? Because they don't have Evo for 1v1 anymore. Do they just give it to Rapid to clutch the tournament for them in a Game 5 1v1 against either Hoxer or Shock? That would be incredible to see, but I think the 2v2 is also a real possibility.
Yeah. I would love to see them pick Rapid. Let Rapid close it out. He clutched up against Daniel, and I would love to see them have that trust and put their faith into Rapid to clutch it up against or two players who aren't particularly known to playing ones like Daniel is.
Who would even play? Would it be Shock or Hoxer?
I feel like it'd be Shock.
I would say shot 2.
Oh.
But maybe they won't need to worry about it.
All right, this one might be over. XSET get the first goal. You see this double from Evo. Not on target, but Rapid swoops in to follow that up. Really fast speed there on the goal from Rapid.
We've seen 3v3 be picked probably more than any other game mode and then lost. Like, I feel like 3v3 is the game mode where teams will pick it and lose more often. Oh dear, the J-Pow in no man's land. You know, got to think that this was a big misplay. Probably thought Evo was going to backpass it to him because he advanced his position, but that left him completely unprepared to deal with a wall shot from the halfway line.
Knox are just making him pay. He just puts too much power on that ball, and you're exactly correct, but I just fear that Ghost is going to gain some confidence off that and start to full-blown attack here, as Shock is already downfield sitting in XS box.
Yeah, you gotta think Hoxer's the one that got that goal too. So again, that's his first goal in the series. Which, welcome back.
XR thinking, come on, Thunderstorm, or whatever it was that cut his earlier. One more DC is all that they need.
That's all we need here. Ball play. Good 50 here from Hoxers. That one bounces into the corner. XSET have had everything in most of the other modes here. Well, I say that. I mean, they took the 3v3, they lost the 2v2. And then they came back in the one we want to put things in match point. Where now, for them, the challenge is, yeah, you know, we played the 3v3, we've beaten this team in the 3v3, but it wasn't the same team, and there were definitely underlining circumstances. So that they can, you know, actually beat the real Ghost roster here, because again, the series between these guys is still tied up 1-1, or in terms of the 3v3 series, is they haven't scored on Ghost with Hoxer except for this game here.
I think that would be the sweetest victory for XSET if they can just win 3v3, because they've proven that they've got the 1v1, they've got the 2v2, they've definitely proved themselves in crew battles, but 3v3 has been their weakest game mode. They picked up a win against the Mectos edition of Ghost. Now they're up against the main team with Hoxer, and they look pretty good. You know, we saw 4 minutes of this in the opening game of the series. That was 0-0. Now they're 1-1 halfway through game number 4, the run back. They have what it takes to beat Ghost. The Ghosts have definitely advanced their defensive line more towards the midfield, starting to test that defense of XSET, but for now I think this is still overall the best defensive display we've seen out of XSET. They didn't make one mistake to concede, but that was all for now.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see now. This is the Ghost offense that I was expecting to see in the game 1, and now they're starting to ramp up a lot more. I'm excited to see them kind of put on a ton of shots against this XSET defense and see if XSET, they've been seeming to handle it so far, but I haven't seen too many shots going towards the net and too many opportunities for Ghost yet so far. Oh my goodness, please.
I was a little
Evo.
scared.
Double my
sweating.
game. That was disgusting by Evo, making Ghost look incredibly foolish. Thank goodness for Ghost they had a third man there ready to 50-50, or that would have been the most memorable goal of the tournament, and for all the wrong reasons for the Ghost squad.
Oh man, that was tough too. I saw J-Pow moving up front. He got a bump on Lionblaze. I think that was what initially caused the Ghost panic, and then you saw the disaster happen afterwards. Oh, and maybe another disaster. Oh, J-Pow tried to get the redirect, couldn't make contact with the ball, and it's a good goal line save, like you said, from Lionblaze, as he's definitely been having a more offensive game compared to his last 3's performance, but needed on defense right now is Ghost. Approaching the final minute. It's tied up, but XSET seems to be ramping up here towards the end.
Had the better chances. I think XSET are really going for this. That freedom of having that game 5 pick off the back of this is really bringing the best out of them, but Ghost standing up to the challenge as well. Defense has been tested at both ends of the field. A very action-packed game 4, especially compared to the first 4 minutes we saw, as great 50-50 Hoxer deflected it infield to Lionblaze. He's got a chance to do so now for Shock, but it gets away from it.
A little bit of a double commit on the back, but J-Pow going to lead the charge here for XSET. Gets away from him. Lionblaze with the carry. How much boost does he have? He's leaving it for Shock. The shot comes in, but Evo! What? Goal line save from Evo. It was a blistering shot on the net, and he kept it out.
Evo is the real deal. What a save to keep his team in this. Now they've just got to hang on for a few more seconds, but they're not going to! With 12 seconds left, the entire team for XSET vacates the goal line at the worst time. Lionblaze with a keen interception and the finishing touch.
J-Pal trying to sit in the offensive side of the field, maybe get a demo, looking for to be an outlet for his teammates in the back line, but both of his teammates just went. He can't be up there. He has to rotate back, and great cutoff by Lionblaze and able to secure his team pretty much the victory unless XSET are able to clutch up 0 seconds.
That looking likely.
And no.
Oh boy, game 5. Is it
Yes,
going
sir.
to be the Rapid show? And it probably Shock, but we don't know who would go out to face him. I think we agree that would be the play. Rapid beat Daniel. Surely now you put him out there to be either Shock or Hoxer, or the other wild card is. Would it be maybe Mectos? You mentioned Rildas and Mectos beat you in 1v1 ranked recently. That would be the biggest brain play I think from Ghost in that situation.
Johnny, I'm retired. I hope he can beat me. Do not put Mectos in. If you want some sort of hope, I think you give it to Hoxer, you give it to Shock. I'm not sure. I think Shock might be more methodical, but if you want somebody to kind of be unpredictable in that 1v1 scenario, nobody knows how Hoxer plays in ones because he doesn't play it that often. I don't think Rapid has that many games against Hoxer or even Shock for that matter. So it's going to be a completely new look of player, of new opponent, and I'm excited to see either of those two players go up against Rapid.
I want to see it.
They haven't decided yet. They haven't decided yet.
I thought you knew. I was like, what
no.
happened?
It's just this is the longest time we've had for a team that hasn't picked the mode.
Oh, they've gone with 2s. Wow, okay.
That's
surprising because they lost the 2v2 earlier on, so they must be expecting the other variations to be better.
Oh my god.
I think this is a throw from XSET here. I really do. I think Rapid had it in the 1v1 over Shock or Hoxer. But teams are, they're not always brave enough to do that. You got to give it to Evo earlier for being brave enough to step up in Game 5 1v1 and get it done against Rattles. Some other, First Killer didn't want to do this, and now Rapid as well, not interested. He'd rather let his teammates take to the field. This is it though. Grand Final Game 5 all on the line. XSET versus Ghost.
That's kind of disappointing to me. Is that not disappointing to y'all? Like, I feel like you.
I think yes. I think absolutely. I mean, look at this. They're already losing. What were they thinking? They could have been playing against Shock or Hoxer in 1v1. And you want to take a Lionblaze and Hoxer in 2s? Are you mad?
I'm like, how do you not have the confidence in yourself as a ones player to want to compete against somebody?
He beat Daniel. He beat Daniel today.
That is losing.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
No, actually, can't believe it.
Oh man, but this is the tournament. You know what I mean? This is like tournament life on the line. First place finish. It probably was just too much. It was probably just too much.
X set themselves up for failure here. That's all I can say.
Oh my! You made an XSET pun.
You've been. Oh goodness, Johnny, please. But like, Rapid's been in the league for how long? How do you get nervous? How you scared of two players that don't touch the game mode? That's just mind-boggling to me.
Oh man, listen, when the tournament life's on the line, sometimes you gotta let someone else shine, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. He said, "Evo, step it up, close it out." Well, you gotta save that, save it. Hoxer's balling right now. He DC'd and he came back with a vengeance. What's happening?
Evo does not get the touch there. Didn't get the boost either. Didn't get a lot of anything. Hoxer really taking the soul out of XSET here, who are on the road to being upset in real life. I wouldn't call this an upset on paper, but yeah, they're gonna feel upset after this one, especially Rapid, I think.
Right. Yeah. We got time left for XSET to get it together. Right now, Hoxer's showing, hey, I play 2s. The way he's been working so far, I mean, he's shooting 2 for 3 right now, and really applying a lot of pressure out in front. It's been pretty awkward for XSET to kind of get a field here.
it's crazy because the last iteration you saw Lion and Shock, and it looked like Lion kind of dictated how Ghost was gonna play offense. But this time around, it's completely different. I told you, Hoxer is the most unpredictable player. He doesn't like playing these game modes, but he's naturally just good at them. And he's just showing you right now. He can play twos. He just doesn't like doing it.
Yeah, this really is impressive from Lionblaze and Hoxer so far. Looking like a well-organized machine and looking completely invulnerable against J-Pow and Evo, who actually do have a 2v2 win today on their name. Oh, suddenly, Lionblaze a bit too far forward. Panic flips, Hoxer's back to cover him. Yeah, these ghosts ain't friendly. I don't know if XSET expected this particular duo to come out and face him. Don't know what they expected, really, but they're not getting what they wanted, that's for sure.
Yeah, right now it's been tough for them. Evo sitting with 3 shots, and it's going to be sailed over the head.
Oh!
Crossbar Corey, what happened? He hit the bar twice.
He ran out of boost. Cut him some slack.
He almost had the read, to be fair, but he did hit the bar twice. I think Lionblaze has hit the post as well. It's going to go out towards the corner. J5 with a nice pre-jump blocks the follow-up shot with less than 2 minutes to go. It is all Ghost in the last game. Evo and J5 need to dig deep.
Did you? Hold on, wait. Is that a new thing? Did you just call him Crossbar Corey?
Yeah, I just made that up.
I think your boss might not like that one.
I think for
You
him,
might need to think of another name. Might need to be Crossbar Colin or something. There's no one named Colin. Is there Colin at Psionics? I don't know.
I'm jumping at work meetings. Crossbar Corey. Let's talk. Oh, he's not gonna like that.
Hoxer's first name is Colby, so you could have just said Crossbar Colby.
Oh, yeah. It was right there for you.
I didn't think about that at all. We might have to burn that. Crossbar Colby. Wait, no, I can't call him that. That's me. He's got 2 goals. Oh, no.
What is happening?
No.
All right, what's Eva's first name? It's not beginning with C by any chance, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, they got one back eventually. That's going to make this competitive for the final 52 seconds. Ghost running out of boost a bit at the end there. Lionblaze couldn't get a good 50.
Yeah, I mean, did you see the initial 50 though from J-Pow? Like that, wait, immediately off the ceiling. It was so fast. Lionblaze didn't have that much time to really react to it. So now, yeah, there's a chance here for XSET.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
It's well dealt with by Lionblaze. I thought there was going to be a slow play there with a bump onto LB, but nothing coming through. Another chance at it though. Well played, Hoxer. So key that he knocked that back, or otherwise Evo would have been through.
Oh my gosh. Evo getting a pinch on the wall. He's trying to create some offensive opportunities for J-Pow to come up and maybe get an open net here, but he has to play defense first, and he's not gonna do it. Oh my. That is not crossbar Chuck, crossbar Kobe, crossbar, whatever you want to call it. My goodness, because it goes in the net. Lionblaze makes sure of it.
Off the bar, off the post, and straight to Lionblaze. 3-1, 20 seconds left, and Lionblaze may have just won the tournament for Ghost Gaming. They're trying for one more play. Evo on the ball, playing this by himself, gets it for J-Pow, but J-Pow can't wrap around it. It's 10 seconds left. The ball is sent away from Evo. He's got to go the length of the field, and unless he can get the best stealing pinch I've ever seen in my life, the time's going to tick down, and Ghost Gaming are going to win the Nissan Crew Battles.
If there's one lesson from this tournament, I think it's if you've got a good ones player, put him on the field. Face didn't put first killer out in the semi-final. They lost, and now XSET don't put Rapid out for the game 5, and they lose as well. I really feel like there's just too many variables that you can't control in twos that make it far too unpredictable. Ghost got the job done though. They had their star player here, Hoxer, disconnect in the first game, resulting in an unexpected loss, but they came back, winning 2v2 twice. Yeah, XSET. Bad pick there in game 5, but I'm sure they've learned their lesson now.
I hope they did, because they are losing the tournament. Second place. There's no no, you shouldn't hold your heads down or keep your heads high for second place because you still made it this far and you got some upsets throughout the entire bracket. But definitely has to be disappointing. And like you said during the series, they're probably going to be upset about this one 100%, especially Rapid, knowing that he could have been the driving force to securing his team the victory of the tournament. But Johnny, it looks like you're the fraud because I took Ghost and you flip-flopped.
Listen, they threw, though. If they picked Rapid, this would have gone differently. If it was 1v1, as it should have been, then I would have been on point. But, credit to Ghost. Even with, what did it end up being? Crossbar, Colby, and Postman Pat on their team, they still managed to get the win. Despite playing a bit of 2v4 or 2v5 if you count both posts. Deserve it in the end for Ghost. They had a tough bracket as well. Both these teams did. So, great run. Very impressive.
Yeah, definitely very impressive. Let's take a look at the runs here. Let's look back at our bracket just to kind of see the journey of how we ended up getting here. It's been a fun day of crew battles here with everybody using the Nissan Z. And, of course, this tournament was amazing. We had a lot of fun, but we can only have one winner, as Ghosts are the winners. They ended up winning in Game 5. Again, always going the distance here. Ghosts won Game 5 to start off against Oxygen. Then they played FaZe Clan. After FaZe Clan, ended up taking sweeping Torrent. That went 5 games. And then they played XSET, who ended up having a 5-game run against Complexity, a 5-game run against Space Station Gaming. And then, of course, that series, also this series that we just watched, ends in 5 here. So both teams were playing a lot of Rocket League today. They went the distance, but they were hard-fought, well-earned victories. So congratulations to Ghost here. Everybody getting a share of the 25K prize pool, though, so no one is walking home empty-handed, just as a way of saying thanks to everyone for playing. But as we get ready to wrap up here for Nissan Crew Battles, Johnny, then rolled this. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed seeing all these different rosters come out and players like Evo stepping up. I mean, this was a really cool event.
Yeah, Crew Battles are awesome. It's always awesome working with you guys. Thanks for having me in place of Bates for today. Hopefully you've not missed him too much. But yeah, more Crew Battles, please. This is such an entertaining format. I bet all the other regions are looking at this and thinking that would be kind of nice. Yeah, we want to have a run of EU, MENA, South America, all these other regions with terrifying ones players. We'd love to have a go at this and show NA how to pick 1v1 when you clearly got a winning matchup.
Yeah, for me, this was, I love Crew Battles and everything that it stands for, like the ones, the twos aspects. You get to see all your favorite pro players who specialize and spend majority of their times practicing by themselves in different game modes. Majority of your players aren't playing standard 3v3 unless they are scrimming. They are playing the 2v2s and they are playing the 1v1s, and this just showcases their skill, their individual skill, and how high of a bar they set in those game modes. And it's so great to see young guns like Evo stepping up to the challenge and looking like he is prepared to even take it to the next step and go to the regional. So I'm excited to see if we can transition this to EU, because I would love to see some of their individual talents go to work in the same kind of format, especially all around the world. MENA, you got them boys on Falcons, Ahmed and O'Khaled, the long-standing duo to dominate that region. But I love this format, and I hope we see more of it in the future.
Same. Crew Battles has always been a good time. We've seen it happen very recently here with Gamers Without Borders, as well as here on Nissan Crew Battles. So it just, you love to see all these teams play and different rules being adjusted. We had a new rule set come in, and I think it worked out pretty well overall. But again, just kind of seeing Crew Battles evolve in the future is going to be awesome. So as we get ready to wrap up, because that is it for us here on Nissan Crew Battles today, I want to give a big shout out to, of course, the streamers Chrissy, Hootie Hoo, and Fear. Please be sure to check those guys out. Again, find them, follow them on socials. If you need help, hit me up, as you see my Twitter down below. As well as thank you, of course, for Johnny Boy and Lionblaze for all the work casting all these matches today. You guys are fantastic as always. And then everybody behind the scenes on First Touch Production who have made this an awesome event. We appreciate you guys so much. And of course, you at home for watching. Couldn't do this without you. So thank you guys. More Rocket League will be on tomorrow as RLC